What's going on, everyone? Recently, I made a video discussing 3 companies that are remote work from home and are always hiring. And in that video, I specifically discussed a company called Working Solutions. Now, Working Solutions was one company that allows you to be an independent contractor, set your own hours, and work as a side hustle, part-time or full-time job. And so I personally took the opportunity to apply to see how difficult or easy the entire process was to actually get accepted as an independent contractor. So for me, the entire process was very easy. I want to take you through it step by step to give you guys an inside look of what it's like so that you can also get hired and begin work and start bringing in that extra income. So let's go ahead and dive right in. What you're seeing here is the homepage. What I've clicked is Early Access Customer Service Representative Remote. It's their basic remote work from home position. Go up here on the right and click Apply Now. On this part, you're going to just enter in your email address, your personal email address, and then click Next. This is the candidate profile page, basic information about yourself. What you're going to do here up on the left is upload your resume. Now, this is specifically what I've uploaded is my CV. It's for those who have any type of education. You can upload a CV or resume, really doesn't matter. I'm just showing you here, this is what I've personally uploaded. It gave my education, certifications, academic, and professional experience here. But in this portion, you're just going to upload your resume from your computer, and then it's going to bring you into the next portion. Now, the next portion is the create your login. You're going to go in, create your own personal login information. You're going to go ahead and go in and insert some type of password that you'd like. You're going to go ahead and then go down to enter in all of your personal information, such as full name, address, phone number, and then you're going to select whether or not you want to opt in for texting. Down here at the bottom, how'd you hear about us? What I did is I just put Working Solutions from the company website and submit my profile. Now here we are on the candidate questions. So they're going to ask you some questions. Working Solution agents are independent contractors. Do you understand? Just go through here, read these. It's going to say, do you understand? Zero tolerance on background noise while you're working. You know, agents need to handle things with confidential information. Do you understand? Yes. This work requires reliable broadband internet services to your home office. It does not include mobile or public internet. Do you understand? Yes. Now you're going to hit submit. And this is the next step. The next step of the application process is to complete an online assessment by clicking on the button above. So this is giving you the assessment should take you between 20 to 25 minutes to complete. We recommend completing the assessment in an environment free from distractions and in one setting. If you begin the assessment and are unable to complete it in one setting, please finish the section you are working on. Okay, let's get started. Thank you for your interest in Working Solutions. The estimated completion time is 30 minutes. Good luck. You're going to consent and hit start. Okay, here it says before we get started, ensure that your volume is working. Here you can see I'm turning up my volume and we're going to select next. This is a short, brief 1-minute video. I actually have cut it off because I don't have the volume here. It's pointless for me to show you. You will see it when you apply. It's just one of their top employees describing the process. Here it's giving you the additional questions. What is your level of education? You're going to select that there. Rate your English language proficiency. And list any relevant certifications or coursework to this type of customer service role. What I did here was I just went ahead and went into my educational profile and I went ahead and added in any type of education that would be beneficial for this type of role. And then the next question is, how many years of customer experience do you have? So it's going to give you the option. If you have less than 1 year of experience, please round up to 1 year. And then the next question is, how many years of sales experience? I personally selected 1. And then list all languages you are fluent in and the languages not above if you have any. And then hit next. All right, next it says you'll learn more about a day in the life of our agent. Click next to begin. Now this is the situational judgment test, and the instructions are to analyze the situation, identify the best and worst way to respond in each situation. So I'm going to walk you guys through this, my thought process on why I selected what I selected. Now you cannot hear this, so I'll read it for you. You are finishing up some things at home and notice the hours you scheduled start in 15 minutes and you know you need some time to log into all of the systems before starting to take customer support requests. What do you do? All right, so what it's going to give you is 3 options, and you're going to have to select best, neutral, or worst. The first option is you leave what you were doing to immediately log into the systems to ensure you will be ready to take calls on time. So a role like this is going to want you to take calls on time. They're going to want you to be logged into the system and focus on the customer. So I have selected the first one as best, the second one as worst, because it involves, you know, you only need 5 minutes to log into the system, so you use the next 10 minutes to finish up what you were doing. No, that's the worst. And in this bottom one, I left neutral. This situation is you are asked to read a required statement at the end of each call, and you notice that customers seem to misunderstand one of the words again and again. What are you going to do? So what I selected here is you let your program team know that customers are misunderstanding this part of the statement and provide a suggested improvement. I selected that as the best because you're working along with your management and you're also providing a solution which they like to look for. And then the second one, you let your program team know that customers are misunderstanding this part of the statement. That's going to be the neutral because that is the first portion of the first best solution, but doesn't give the suggested improvement. And then the bottom one is the worst, which is you are just improving it on your own and you continue with your own improvement and, you know, continue on about your day, which they don't want you to do. They want you to probably, you know, consult with the management first. And then you're going to hit submit. All right, the next one says you are on a call with a customer who tells you they are extremely disappointed in the product they purchased. They continue to yell at you about the product. As you can see, politely ask the customer not to yell at you as you're going to try to help them. Probably not the best way to handle it because you're initially addressing the aggression first. Probably not the best option. I'm going to say that's the worst. The next one, tell them that you understand their frustration and assure them that you will do what you can to help. So let's see. This one is going to be the best because the reason I selected best is because you're addressing them first with empathy. So you're hearing them, you're letting them know, I hear you. I can see what you're going through. And then letting them know I'm doing what I can to the best of my ability to help you. Now, the third one I left neutral is tell them that you understand and ask what would make the situation better. Not really the best because then you're leaving it in their hands. All right, up next says you know that staying up to date with the latest program resource materials will help your overall results and efficiency as an agent, but you're having a difficult time finding time outside of work to review them. The 3 options here are you let your program team know not to expect you to stay up to date with all of the resource materials, but that you will focus on taking as many calls in a day as possible to help you develop. The next option is you ask for support from the team on how they can help you stay up to date with all of the resource material. So you're asking for support from the team. And then the third one is you create a sheet with your own education schedule and schedule 1 topic per day during one of your breaks. So I put the next one as best. You ask for support from the team. I put the third one as neutral, although I personally do not agree with doing any type of education on your breaks. That's actually illegal. And no company can actually make you do that. You should never work on your breaks or when you're not being paid. That's pretty much illegal. So in my personal opinion, I actually would think that that was the worst one. And this one up top is probably the neutral one because you're being quite honest. But, you know, I don't know which one they would prefer. You can choose which one you think. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? All right, the next one. You had a really bad day and felt you didn't perform your best. The 3 options here are you schedule some time for yourself for end of day to review some program resources to help you improve for tomorrow. The second option is you reach out to your program team to let them know how you feel and ask for support. or you give yourself a pat on the back for trying and hope tomorrow will be better. Obviously, that third one, hoping tomorrow will be better and really doing nothing about it, is going to be the worst one. Reaching out for support is always the best option. That's what they want you to do, so I selected that as best. And then that top one I have as neutral. Okay, the next one, you just found out you have not been hitting your performance targets the last 2 months. What do you do? The 3 options are you have been hitting your targets most other months, so you conclude it's due to external factors and continue doing what you're doing. Worse, I immediately selected. You schedule some time for yourself to focus on reviewing the metrics and resource materials and figure out actions you can take to improve. Or the third one is you ask one of the subject matter experts assigned to your program what they can do to help you. If you have the option to ask an expert what they would do, always select it as best, because I know personally these companies want you to reach out for help. They never want you to have to do it on your own. So that concludes that one. Now the next one is a situational judgment test. The instructions are the same, and so what we're going to do is go through that as well. You're on a call with a customer and they seem very interested in one of the offers you told them about. At the end of the call, they tell you they weren't sure they wanted at this time. What do? I've never personally worked in sales, but I went off of my best judgment here. Again, utilize the comment section, you guys. Let me know what I did and didn't do right, but I'm just going to go through this with you and show you what I selected and immediately got an email. What would you do? Let them know you understand and offer a callback once they have had time to think about it. Let them know you understand the highlight and benefits of the product they initially showed interest in, or let them know you understand and ask them to call back if they want anything else. That's going to be the worst I selected, because you're leaving it in their hands and a company probably wants you to take it into your own hands. So I selected the second one as best, the third one as worst, and the top one as neutral. Okay, and that completes the assessment. That's only one question. Now what it's going to do is bring up this little video again. She's saying, as you can see, there are some tough calls, and that's what you need to be, is resilient for this job. Now, in this section, they're asking, let's get to know you. They're estimating it to be 15 minutes, you guys. I actually, once I started this, in this video, I'm going to fast forward through it, and I'm just going to kind of show you how many pages. There's like 7 pages, I believe, on this, and I'm fast forwarding here, and what they're doing is basically asking all about yourself, and this entire section took me 10 minutes in total to fill out. I'm not going over all of those. Those are very personal to yourself. I don't want to sit here and show you all of my personal answers. And so what you're going to need to do is just fill that out for yourself. Now that that's done, you've answered all the questions. Select submit. It's going to show you another little video here of this beautiful lady talking. Now they have one last thing here where they're asking you again about technical. So you have a technical support issue slowing down your work and you're not sure who to contact. You look at your support contact list, but you can't figure out who will be the right person to talk to. Now this is the last portion. These are the 3 options. You go on with your day since the issue might get resolved on its own. It's not stopping you from taking calls. That's going to be the worst. You reach out to the person on the list who seems most appropriate to get closer. Again, reaching out. They're always wanting you to pretty much reach out unless you can do it yourself. And then the third, which is you reach out to another agent through the chat to see if they know who best to contact. As you can see, what I selected was best, neutral, and worst. Let me know what you think is the best option. And here's this beautiful lady. Again, she's just discussing it, and this is ready to submit. As you can see here, I said total time it took 45 minutes. Ready to submit. Go ahead and read over that. Make sure everything is as it seems, as it should be. Those who pass the screening will take 3 final steps. Complete your online profile, run a system scan to ensure your technology meets the program standards, review current program opportunities, and speak with the placement consultant. This is the end page. As you can see, you've completed step 1 and 2 of the application process. Please be sure to check your inbox folder for updates and spam within the next 24 hours. And then it's going to give you the opportunity here to subscribe to new job notifications if you'd like. So overall, it took about 10 to 15 minutes. I received this email from Vine asking me to go ahead and take those 3 further steps. You will need Windows Microsoft software. So if you have Apple products, you are going to have to download that Windows software onto your Apple products to utilize while you're working or taking those calls. Now, if you guys have any further questions, or like I said, please comment down below anything about this video that you would change, or that any type of answers to help out one another, to kind of go over some of those questionnaires. Maybe I didn't select the right answer and you know a better answer. Please comment down below. Let's help one another out on this. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.